What if there was a hidden force within you, an invisible current of power that could shape your health, bend reality to your will, and even tip the scales of fate in your favor? People across centuries have called it chi, prana, or the magnetic fluid. It's the lifeblood of ancient practices, a secret that caused heated debates and wild speculations behind closed doors. Many tried to lock it away, while others devoted entire lifetimes to unleashing it. Some rumors even suggest that those who misused this power faced disturbing consequences. But no matter how often it's been buried or misunderstood, this vital energy keeps re-emerging in mystical texts, hush-hush societies, and clandestine teachings. Today, you're about to journey through the scandalous history of these esoteric truths, discover the controversies behind modern attempts to harness this force, and learn the practical steps for awakening it within yourself, while avoiding the pitfalls that trapped so many seekers over the ages. For thousands of years, spiritual leaders and seekers alike have spoken of a subtle force coursing through all living things. In Chinese lore, it's called chai. In Hindu practice, it's prana. Hermeticists name it the universal fluid. The earliest references go back to stone carvings and cryptic manuscripts, where ancient masters described a luminous essence, fueling everything from internal organs to cosmic events. What's truly shocking is how far certain groups went to monopolize this knowledge. In medieval Europe, rumors spread that certain aristocrats practiced forbidden rites to siphon life force for their own gain, leading the church to clamp down on anything labeled occult. Accusations surfaced that these hidden groups indulged in twisted experiments. Some claimed they sought eternal youth, while others suspected them of inflicting curses on rivals. Although historians debate the facts, one thing is clear. The concept of vital energy terrified the ruling powers enough to spark relentless purges, with countless texts lost to the flames of censorship. But that wasn't the whole story. Even as manuscripts disappeared, fragments of these teachings survived in monasteries, temples, and secret circles scattered across the globe. Over centuries, they evolved into new systems: Qigong in China, Tantra in India, and various hermetic lodges in the West. Each tradition believed in something remarkable: that humans could harness this energy to transform mind, body, and the very fabric of reality. Transition. Yet for every believer, there were critics who labeled these practices as superstition, or something much darker. And those controversies only deepened as the modern age approached. The 20th century saw a surge of public interest in vital energy, propelled by figures like Aleister Crowley and lesser-known yogis who made headlines with their seemingly bizarre rites. Crowley, often branded the wickedest man in the world by sensationalist newspapers, rattled Victorian society with claims of summoning unseen forces. Speculations grew that he orchestrated rituals fueled by bizarre substances, and that his circle engaged in scandalous behavior. Accusations surfaced of black magic, unlawful gatherings, and manipulative mind control. Similar uproar arose in the East, where Qigong masters displayed feats that looked downright supernatural, from moving objects without contact to slowing their heart rates to near-death levels. Reports, some from eyewitnesses, others from tabloids, fueled rumors of secret training camps where students were pushed to extremes, risking physical harm. In the 1990s, the Chinese government cracked down on certain Qigong groups, labeling them potentially subversive. A few leaders faced serious charges, culminating in a climate of fear for both genuine practitioners and opportunists riding the hype. Critics argue that stories of miraculous powers overshadow the practical, proven benefits of these arts, such as improved circulation and mental clarity. They claim that unscrupulous gurus have exploited the mystical allure to found cult-like movements. Indeed, scattered testimonies emerged about members who spent fortunes on energy transmissions, only to leave emotionally and financially drained. These controversies, however, only scratch the surface of a much deeper puzzle. Why is this energy so important that people have lied, fought, and even risked everything for it? At the heart of these teachings lies a provocative idea. Vital energy doesn't just fuel our bodies, it's a key to reality creation itself. Franz Bardon, a Czech occultist renowned for his works on Hermetic initiation, insisted that mastering this energy was the true path to freedom. He described a universal fluid capable of bridging our physical existence with higher planes of consciousness. To him, each person was a microcosm mirroring the larger cosmos, and by tapping into the currents of energy within, you could influence the world around you. Hermetic texts repeatedly mention that your thoughts, charged with emotional energy, become real on subtle planes before manifesting in tangible ways. That means negativity, fear, anger, or self-doubt acts like a magnet, drawing in chaotic events. Conversely, states of gratitude, joy, and compassion resonate at higher frequencies that align with positive outcomes. Many esoteric scholars connect this principle to well-known concepts like the law of attraction. But how did these ideas spark controversy? The notion that thoughts and emotions can shape events was dismissed as pseudoscience by mainstream academics, especially during the rationalist movements of the early 20th century. Even so, repeated anecdotes of individuals altering their circumstances through concentrated will kept the conversation alive. To skeptics, these were mere coincidences. To believers, they were the tip of an iceberg full of untapped power. The real bombshell dropped when a handful of modern researchers claimed they had tangible evidence for these energetic effects, thrusting age-old secrets under a harsh scientific spotlight. In recent decades, various scientists and explorers of human potential have tried to measure, photograph, or otherwise detect the elusive presence of vital energy. Kirlian photography, introduced in the Soviet Union, produced images of glowing outlines said to represent a living energy field. While mainstream researchers remain divided, some interpret these images as proof of an electromagnetic aura. That's not all. Over the years, experiments in psychic research claimed to demonstrate telekinesis, clairvoyance, and distant healing, phenomena possibly linked to harnessing this vital force. Although many were debunked or criticized for lacking rigorous methodology, a small but vocal circle of scientists insisted that something genuine was happening, something that current technology couldn't fully explain. Opponents argue that humans are easily deceived by illusions, pointing to staged stunts by psychic surgeons who pretended to remove tumors with their bare hands. In these infamous hoaxes, participants paid large sums, only to learn later that they had been tricked by sleight of hand. Such high-profile scandals triggered a wave of skepticism, overshadowing legitimate research and fueling the narrative that anything to do with energy work must be a con. Yet the quest to prove or disprove these abilities continues, revealing an ever-expanding tapestry of theories and speculations. And behind the lab doors and media spectacles, quietly but persistently, thousands of practitioners carry on, confident in their daily experiences and personal transformations. Belief, doubt, science, and myth collide in a frenzy of conflicting opinions. But how can we separate nonsense from practical steps anyone can try? Setting controversies aside, many experts agree on one point. Simple, consistent practice can help individuals sense a subtle energy within themselves. Qigong instructors highlight slow, deliberate movements that sync breath and intention, guiding qi through specific meridians. Yoga teachers recommend pranayama exercises, like alternate nostril breathing, to calm the mind and direct the flow of prana. Western mystics often advise visualization techniques, such as body scanning, to gradually increase awareness of each limb's sensations. If you'd like to feel your own energy, start here. Body scan. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and mentally sweep your awareness from your feet to your head. Notice warmth, tingling, tension, subtle signs of energetic shifts. Breath control. Focus on inhaling slowly into the belly, then exhaling just as steadily. This helps circulate energy throughout the body. Palm activation. Rub your palms together for a few seconds, then hold them close without touching. You might feel warmth or a slight magnetic push and pull. Over time, practitioners report more vibrant health, sharper focus, and deeper emotional balance. Even skeptics often admit to experiencing a calming effect from these exercises, though they might attribute it to relaxation rather than energy manipulation. But a word of caution: working with energy goes hand in hand with managing your emotional states, which can amplify or derail your practice entirely. Emotions aren't just fleeting moods. They are raw, potent energy in motion. Anger, fear, and resentment can create blockages, intensifying stress and weakening the body's natural defenses. Meanwhile, feelings like gratitude, compassion, and love appear to expand and harmonize your energy flow. Ancient healers associated certain emotions with specific organs. In traditional Chinese medicine, rage disrupts the liver, and chronic sadness weighs down the lungs. Western practitioners of manifestation argue that intense negative emotions can sabotage focused intentions. Crowley famously wrote that if your emotions are scattered, your vital power scatters with them, rendering your magic ineffective. Modern controversies arise when unscrupulous figures capitalize on these emotional truths. Some so-called energy gurus push followers to purchase expensive emotional cleansing sessions or seminars that promise instant enlightenment. Authorities periodically bust such groups for psychological manipulation, with claims that they brainwash members into emotional hysteria to extract money or control. The line between therapeutic release and exploitation can become frighteningly blurred. Despite the pitfalls, emotional mastery remains a vital skill for anyone serious about harnessing energy. Balancing your inner world through mindfulness, journaling, or professional counseling prevents mental turmoil from hijacking your power. Mastering your emotions is half the battle. The other half lies in uniting clarity of intention with unwavering concentration, a process both simple and profoundly challenging. Think of intention as the blueprint for the reality you want to create, and concentration as the force that constructs it. Without a clear mental image of your goal, energy scatters. Without consistent focus, even the most brilliant vision falls apart. In Qigong, students are often told to guide energy with the mind, envisioning qi traveling through meridians. Hermetic traditions teach that visualization, detailed, vivid mental pictures, channels the universal fluid into a tangible outcome. Barden insisted that any waver in focus would weaken the effect, which is why daily mental training, meditation, breathwork, visualization, is considered essential. Controversies abound even here. Skeptics warn that focusing too intently on fantasies can breed delusion, while supporters argue that a disciplined imagination holds astonishing power. The truth likely involves balancing visionary ambition with grounded action, using your directed energy to shift probabilities in your favor, rather than expecting miracles with zero effort. Tech-savvy gurus have sprouted up online, each claiming a one-size-fits-all method to supercharge your focus. Critics label some of these approaches as superficial, marketing-driven gimmicks. But beneath the flashy packaging, a universal principle emerges. Train your mind to become like a laser, capable of sustaining unwavering attention on a single target. Once you've grasped intention and concentration, the real question becomes, how do you blend all these principles, breathwork, emotion, focus, into a personal practice that transforms your life? Vital energy is everywhere and at all times. It breathes through your cells, sparks your imagination, and weaves the events of your life. For centuries, it's been revered, suppressed, mystified, and commercialized. But at its core lies a straightforward truth. You are more than flesh and bones. You harbor a radiant force that responds to your awareness, your emotions, and your clarity of intention. By practicing time-tested methods, from gentle qigong flows to deep, mindful breathing, you begin a journey of realignment with this subtle current. And as your emotional state stabilizes and your mind learns to hold laser-like focus, you'll notice subtle yet profound changes in health, relationships, and opportunities. Despite the controversies, be they wild claims of supernatural abilities or infamous cases of deception, one thing remains consistent across every genuine tradition. Vital energy is not a gimmick. It's an invitation to self-discovery, a catalyst for positive change, and a powerful reminder that reality is more malleable than we've been taught. So reflect on what you've learned. Imagine what life could look like if you gained even the slightest mastery over this force. The controversies and rumors are mere echoes of its true potential, proof that people have always recognized its transformative power. But now, the ball is in your court. Will you be another bystander to the endless debates, or will you seize the current of life flowing through you? No one can choose for you, but once you decide to harness that force, you'll step into a different world, one where your thoughts, emotions, and spirit converge into a single, unstoppable wave of possibility.